On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Miller.
A person who operates a mill equals a plant consisting of one or more buildings with facilities for manufacturing, especially a grain mill.
Examples:
Miller flour, watermiller. The miller's work was a vital component of the local economy, providing flour to the bakeries and farmers in the area.
Sober.
Not drunk or affected by alcohol, dignified in manner or character and committed to keeping promises.
Examples:
Sober discussion. As sober as a judge. He led a sober life.
Ramble.
To walk, travel or talk in a seemingly random or aimless manner, often digressing from topic to topic without any clear purpose or direction.
Examples:
Ramble down the road. Ramble through the woods. I like to ramble through the park, exploring its hidden paths and natural beauty.
Flighty.
Unstable, unpredictable, or easily distracted, impulsive or prone to making hasty decisions.
Examples:
Flighty decisions. Flighty personality. Her flighty behavior made it challenging to work with her on a team.
Crotch.
The part of the body between the legs where they join the torso, including the area around the genitals.
Examples:
Crotch portion. Crotch of trousers. She kicked him hard in the crotch.
Carpenter.
A woodworker whose job is to make or repair wooden objects.
Examples:
A short carpenter nail. An apprentice carpenter. Carpenter bees are boring holes into the wall.
Scholar.
Professor, a person who studies a topic in considerable depth, particularly in a university.
Examples:
Scholar in international politics. Noted scholar. You won't have to pay college tuition if you're a scholar.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Feign.
To pretend to have or to be affected by something, usually to deceive or trick someone.
Examples:
Feign a stomachache. Feign a false laugh. Some animals feign death when in danger.
Mad.
Insane, especially due to a mental illness, very angry.
Examples:
A mad person. Gets mad easily. He was mad with joy to see the results.
Bible.
The sacred writings of the Christian religions, consisting of the Old and New Testaments, a book regarded as authoritative in its field.
Examples:
A passage from the Bible. Believe Bible prophecy. Students have loved this textbook for many years as a biology Bible.
Flood.
A large amount of water flowing beyond its normal limits, an overwhelming number or amount.
Examples:
Flood advisory. A flood of questions. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Expose.
To show something by uncovering it, to make something accessible to some action or influence.
Examples:
Expose a crime. Expose a person to risks. That newspaper exposed a political scandal in a big way.
Parish.
A territorial division of a diocese, having its church and member of the clergy, typically for administrative and community purposes.
Examples:
Parish church. Civil parish. The parish council met monthly to discuss community issues and plan events.
Clerk.
A person who works in an office and is responsible for keeping records, writing letters, etc. A person who works in a store and is responsible for serving customers.
Examples:
Clerk job. Clerk position. The clerk at the store helped me find what I needed.
Lust.
A strong desire or craving, usually of a sexual nature.
Examples:
Feel a pang of lust. Give in to lust. His lust for money and power drove him to make unethical decisions.
Tiresome.
Causing weariness, boredom, or annoyance, dull, monotonous, or tedious.
Examples:
Tiresome task. A tiresome person. The tiresome argument between the two politicians seems to have no end.
Scare.
To frighten a person or animal, or to become frightened.
Examples:
Scare off her attacker by screaming. Scare the birds away. We hit the ground to scare out the rabbits.
Rear.
At, toward, or near the back part of something. Verb, to look after a child until it is an adult.
Examples:
The rear gate. Rear children. The player quickly went to the rear side of the defender.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something. To come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Poke.
To push or prod with a sharp object or the finger.
Examples:
Poke around the desk. Poke a fire. They poked fun at each other's jokes, laughing and teasing.
Bawdy.
Indecent or obscene, especially about sexual matters.
Examples:
Body joke. Body language. The movie was criticized for its body humor.
Esteem.
Great respect and approval for or a good opinion of someone.
Examples:
Esteem for the other person. Boost my self-esteem. He is our loyal customer who should be held in high esteem.
Seamless.
Without spaces or breaks between one part and the next.
Examples:
Enable seamless access. Seamless device connectivity. The service was seamless, and the food was quite delicious.
Blend.
To mix or combine two or more substances.
Examples:
Blend all the elements. Blend milk and cream. The toad altered its appearance to better blend in with its new environments.
Lofty.
Elevated in position, rank, or status, grand, elevated in style or language.
Examples:
A lofty peak. Lofty ambitions. His lofty goals were admirable but unrealistic.
Consist.
To be composed or made up of.
Examples:
Consist mainly of cells. Consist only in knowing facts. This examination consists of 5 problems to solve.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Medieval.
Relating to or belonging to the Middle Age, that is for the period of A.D. 600 to AD 1450.
Examples:
Medieval times. Medieval history. Only the medieval tower remained standing.
Knight.
A mounted soldier in the past, typically one of noble birth, trained to fight in armor. Today in Great Britain, a person honored by the sovereign for personal merit.
Examples:
The Black Knight. White Knight. In medieval Europe, a monarch or feudal lord granted the title of the knight to a warrior who had demonstrated skill and bravery in battle.
None.
A woman who has taken religious vows and is a member of a monastic community.
Examples:
Nun habit. Meditating nun. The cloistered nun devoted her life to serving the poor and marginalized.
Recognizable.
Easy to become aware of or identify.
Examples:
To a recognizable degree. Recognizable landmark. His car was easily recognizable in the parking lot.
Tale.
A story made up in someone's imagination, especially one full of action and adventure.
Examples:
A fairy tale. Tale of horror. Ghosts in folk tales are almost always malicious.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Romantic.
Of or relating to love or a sexual relationship.
Examples:
Romantic movies. Romantic breakup. It was his first romantic love.
Norman.
Relating to or characteristic of the Normans, a people who originally came from Normandy, France, and who had a significant impact on the history and culture of Britain and other European countries. The term can also refer to a style of architecture or art that developed during the Norman period.
Examples:
Norman Cathedral. Norman invasion. The Norman architecture in the Old City was a sight to behold.
Conquest.
The act or process of taking control of a country, area, or situation.
Examples:
Imperial conquest. Make a conquest. He continued to grow his empire through conquest.
Alphabet.
A character set that includes letters and is used to write a language.
Examples:
Letters of an alphabet. An alphabet of manual signs. He strove to memorize the Hebrew alphabet.
Inclusive.
Including much or everything, and especially including stated limits, not excluding any of the people, things, ideas, etc. involved in something.
Examples:
A fully inclusive price. Inclusive education. The university has established a capacity for each nationality as part of its inclusive policy.
Archaic.
Old and no longer used or applicable, of or seeming to belong to an ancient period in history.
Examples:
archaic humans. Seems somewhat archaic. He deliberately read picture books in an archaic way to please the children.
Symbol:
something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Denote:
to indicate or represent something, to serve as a symbol or sign of something, to express or designate a meaning or concept.
Examples:
denote meaning. Denote a negative effect. The symbol on the map denotes the location of the city.
Loquacious:
very talkative, tending to talk a lot and at length.
Examples:
loquacious chatter. Loquacious interviewee. The loquacious salesman talked for hours without letting the customer get a word in.
Cast:
to cause light or shadow to appear on a surface, to assign or choose someone such as an actor or representative, especially by selection process.
Examples:
cast a ballot. Cast a charming eye. This accident cast a dark shadow over their lives.
Inn:
a small hotel or lodging establishment typically located in a rural area, often serving food and drink as well as lodging.
Examples:
inn's lounge. Seaside inn. We stayed at a cozy inn during our road trip.
Pilgrim:
a person who journeys, especially a long distance, to a sacred place as an act of religious devotion.
Examples:
shrine for pilgrims. Pilgrim site. The group of pilgrims walked in silence, deep in thought and prayer.
Shrine:
a place considered holy because of its association with a deity or a sacred person or relic, or because it is a place of pilgrimage or worship.
Examples:
shrine temple. Religious shrine. The holy shrine to the local saint was a popular place for pilgrims to visit.
Martyr:
a person who suffers very much or is killed for the sake of their religious or political beliefs.
Examples:
X-ray martyrs. A Christian martyr. He died a martyr to science.
Archbishop:
a high-ranking bishop, equals a member of the clergy, in the Christian church, typically in charge of an archdiocese and holding a position of authority over other bishops in the region.
Examples:
Archbishop's palace. Interim archbishop. The Archbishop's sermon was a powerful message of hope and encouragement.
Murder:
the crime of killing somebody intentionally.
Examples:
Murder in the second degree. Attempted murder. This intriguing murder mystery remains unsolved.
Cathedral.
The main Christian church of a bishop's diocese, which is often the largest and most important church in the area.
Examples:
Cathedral school. Cathedral choir. The cathedral's stained glass windows depicted scenes from the Bible.
Eager.
Showing enthusiasm and a strong desire or interest to do something.
Examples:
Eager anticipation. With eager eyes. The children were eager to start the treasure hunt.
Nosy.
Characterized by interfering or prying into other people's affairs, excessively curious about the affairs of others.
Examples:
Nosy journalist. Nosy questions. My nosy neighbor is always peering over our fence to see what we're doing in the backyard.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Competition.
A situation in which someone is attempting to beat or outperform another.
Examples:
The first round of the competition. Interspecific competition. Global competition is rising in virtually every industry.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Feudal.
Relating to a system of government in which a lord has certain rights and responsibilities to vassals in exchange for military service or other services that developed in Europe in the 8th century.
Examples:
A feudal lord. Feudal dictatorship. Lords and serfs characterized the feudal system of medieval Europe.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Clergy.
The official leaders of the religious activities, especially of the Christian Church.
Examples:
Clergy abuse. Privilege of clergy. The secular clergy improved the atmosphere of the meeting.
Noble.
Having or showing excellent personal qualities or high moral principles that people admire.
Examples:
A noble family. Noble gas. He is a noble-minded man.
Peasant.
A farmer or agricultural worker who owns or rents a small piece of land and grows crops, especially in a traditional or undeveloped society.
Examples:
Peasant class. Exploited peasant. Many people today romanticize the idea of the simple life of a peasant, but in reality, it was a difficult and often harsh existence.
Serf.
A person in feudal society who is bound to work on a lord's land and owes allegiance to the lord, a person who is subjected to a tyrannical or oppressive authority.
Examples:
Serf labor. Medieval serfs. My history class discussed the serf-based economy that dominated Europe during the Middle Ages.
Merchant.
A person who buys and sells a large number of goods, especially one who imports and exports goods.
Examples:
Merchant bank. Agricultural merchant. This shipping company has several hundred merchant ships.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Native.
Connecting with or describing someone's birth country or place of birth, or someone born in a specific country or place.
Examples:
Native to Africa. Native language. The vegetation here is almost wholly native.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Panoramic.
Relating to an unobstructed and wide view of an extensive area, all-encompassing.
Examples:
Panoramic landscape. Panoramic camera. We hiked to the top of the hill for a panoramic view of the city below.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Mockery.
The act of ridiculing or making fun of someone or something, often in a contemptuous or mocking manner.
Examples:
mockery of the situation, public mockery. The comedian's mockery of the recent political scandal drew laughs from the crowd.
Quirk.
A peculiar behavior, habit, or characteristic that is distinctive to an individual or group.
Examples:
personality quirk, a quirk of fate. One of her quirks is that she always wears mismatched socks.
Ribald.
Marked by vulgar or indecent humor, coarse or crude in a way that is considered offensive or inappropriate.
Examples:
ribald comment, ribald gesture. The ribald joke made everyone in the room burst out laughing.
Humor.
The quality of being amusing or funny, the liquid parts of the body.
Examples:
sardonic humor, vitreous humor. My wife seems to be in ill humor.
Solemn.
Formal and dignified, often with an emphasis on religious or ceremonial attitudes or practices, characterized by an earnest sense of importance or gravity, serious or grave in tone or demeanor.
Examples:
solemn vow, solemn ceremony. The priest led the solemn procession through the church.
Prose.
A type of written or spoken language that is not organized in verse or rhyme.
Examples:
prose fiction, rhythmical prose. The novel was written in prose with no rhyme or meter.
Squire.
A young man of noble birth who acted as an attendant or shield bearer to a knight in the Middle Ages, a man of high social status, especially a landed property owner.
Examples:
squire responsibility, the king's faithful squire. The country squire assisted the knight in battles and was his trusted aide.
Satirize.
To use humor, irony, or sarcasm to expose and criticize the foolishness or vices of a person, group, or society. To use satire as a means of social or political commentary.
Examples:
satirize mainstream media, satirize celebrities. The comedian used humor to satirize the political system and its flaws.
Worldview.
A particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples:
mainstream worldview, the worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Dialect:
a form of a language that is spoken in a particular geographical area or by a particular group of people and has distinguishing characteristics.
Examples:
a local dialect. Minority dialect. The dialect spoken in the region differed from other parts of the country.
Genre:
a particular type or style of literature, art, music, or film that involves a particular set of characteristics.
Examples:
genre of music. A literary genre. He is known for creating genre-busting paintings.
Vivid:
producing very clear, powerful, and detailed images in the mind.
Examples:
vivid colors. Still vivid in my memory. She made a vivid impression.
Entertain:
to keep a group of people interested or excited, to take into consideration an idea or feeling.
Examples:
entertain a guest. Let me entertain you with music. He refused to entertain our proposal.
Instance:
a particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
for instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Chivalry:
a code of behavior for knights in the Middle Ages, characterized by honor, bravery, and courtesy, especially toward women.
Examples:
age of chivalry. Romance of chivalry. The code of chivalry requires knights to be brave and honor women.
Destiny:
the events that will inevitably happen to a particular person or thing in the future.
Examples:
foreordained destiny. Destiny of the individual. It is said that our destiny is written in the stars.
Riff:
to play a short, repeated, tuneful phrase, often used in jazz and rock. To improvise or go off on a humorous tangent. Noun, a short, repeated, tuneful phrase.
Examples:
rock and roll riff. Riff off the audience's reactions. She began to riff on the theme of love lost in her poetry.
Narrator:
a person who tells a story, especially in a book or film.
Examples:
first-person narrator. The narrator of the TV program. The narrator makes use of the local dialect.
Comedy:
a genre of dramatic entertainment that aims to amuse and provoke laughter by depicting amusing or ludicrous situations, characters, or events. The use of humor, wit, and satire in writing, films, and other forms of entertainment.
Examples:
Comedy series, romantic comedy. I love going to see live comedy shows with my friends.
Deviate.
To depart from an established course or plan, to change direction or take a different route or approach.
Examples:
Deviate from the norm. Deviate from the plan. It's important not to deviate from the established safety procedures.
Slapstick.
A type of comedy in which humor is generated through exaggerated physical activity, especially falls and other mishaps.
Examples:
Slapstick comedy. Slapstick performance. The classic comedy routine was filled with slapstick humor.
Variation.
The act or state of changing, a difference or change in the way something is done, made, or said.
Examples:
Variation of temperature. Gene variation. There is a lot of variation in the colors of flowers in the garden.
Delight.
A feeling of great pleasure or happiness.
Examples:
A tremor of delight. With delight. The delight on the child's faces when they received the toy was priceless.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
Translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Narrative.
A story or a description of a series of events or process of telling a story.
Examples:
Narrative poetry. Personal narrative. The narrative handles multiple plot lines and has unpredictable ends.
Apparently.
Based on what you have heard or read.
Examples:
Apparently simple. Apparently unrelated. The police apparently believed this explanation was plausible.
Prologue.
An introduction to a literary work, typically one that sets the background or provides explanations of the events that follow.
Examples:
Prologue to the battle. Recite a prologue. The prologue of the play provides important background information for the audience.
Ambitious.
Having a great desire to attain achievement, power, or wealth.
Examples:
Achieve ambitious goals. With an ambitious eye. Their company has been in business for a short time, but has ambitious goals.
Introductory.
Intended as an introduction or preliminary, serving as a base or starting point.
Examples:
Introductory biology text. product introductory sale. The introductory class was designed to give students a basic understanding of the subject.
Apiece.
To, from, or by each one of a group.
Examples:
One apiece. Give $2 apiece. These toys are $5 apiece.
Innkeeper.
A person who operates a place of lodging, such as a hotel or an inn.
Examples:
Innkeeper duties. Innkeeper hospitality. The kind innkeeper showed the travelers to their room and offered them a warm meal.
Crown.
A circular ornamental headdress, worn as a symbol of authority by a king, usually made of gold and precious stones.
Examples:
The imperial crown. The crown and throne. The bishop bestowed the golden crown on the king.
Victor.
One who wins a game, competition, election, war, etc.
Examples:
Victor country. The outright victor. The victor of the race was the favorite to win.
Sumptuous.
Involving the expenditure of great wealth or luxury, lavish or luxurious, in a way that is intended to impress or elicit admiration.
Examples:
Sumptuous palace. Sumptuous decor. The sumptuous feast was fit for kings and queens, with all the delicacies and treats you could imagine.
Delay.
To cause something to happen at a later time than originally intended or expected.
Examples:
Delay a flight 3 hours. Delay the new project. We delayed the payment because of an incorrect invoice.
Fond.
Having affection or liking for someone, particularly someone you've known for a long time.
Examples:
Very fond of. Fond memories of the birthday. He is excessively fond of alcohol.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.